Deva Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Agnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Svaparantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapatakalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrijatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhupya Eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Shunyabari Pashatta Rishatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Welcome to the reading session, Prabhu.
Haribol.
So, Shrikant Prabhu, you can read first.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Haribol. The genealogical table of the family of Krishna. Krishna had 16,108 wives, and in each of them he begot 10 sons, all of them equal to their father in the opulences of strength, beauty, wisdom, fame, wealth, and renunciation. Like father, like son, all the 1608 wives of Krishna were princesses, and when each saw that Krishna was always present in her respective palace and did not leave home, they considered Krishna to be a henpecked husband who was very much attached to them. Every one of them thought that Krishna was her very obedient husband, but actually Krishna had no attraction for any of them. Also, each thought that she was the only wife of Krishna and was very, very dear to him. Lord Krishna, since he is Atma Rama, self-sufficient, was neither dear nor inimical to any one of them. He was equal to all the wives and treated them as a perfect husband just to please them. For him, there was no need for even a single wife. In fact, since they were women, the wives could not understand the exalted position of Krishna, nor the truths about him. All the princesses who were wives of Krishna were exquisitely beautiful, and each one of them was attracted by Krishna's eyes, which were just like lotus petals, and by his beautiful face, long arms, broad ears, pleasing smile, humorous talk, and sweet words. Influenced by these features of Krishna, they all used to dress themselves very attractively, desiring to attract Krishna by their feminine bodily appeal. They used to exhibit their feminine characteristics by smiling and moving their eyebrows, thus throwing sharpened arrows of conjugal love just to awaken Krishna's lusty desires for them. Still, they could not arouse the mind of Krishna or his sex appetite. This means that Krishna never had any sex relations with any of his many wives, save and except to beget children. The queens of Dwarka were so fortunate that they got Lord Sri Krishna as their husband and personal companion. Although he is not approachable by exalted demigods like Brahma, they remained together as husband and wife, and Krishna, as an ideal husband, treated them in such a way that at every moment there was an increase of transcendental bliss in their smiling exchanges, talking and mixing together. Each and every wife had hundreds and thousands of maidservants. Yet, when Krishna entered the palaces of his thousands of wives, each one of them used to receive Krishna personally by seating him in a nice chair, worshipping him with all requisite paraphernalia, personally washing his lotus feet, offering him betel nuts, massaging his legs to relieve them from fatigue, fanning him to make him comfortable, offering all kinds of scented sandalwood pulp, oils and aromatics, putting flower garlands on his neck, dressing his hair, getting him to lie down on the bed, and assisting him in taking his bath. Thus, they served always in every respect, especially when Krishna was eating. They were always engaged in the service of the Lord. Of the 16,108 queens of Krishna, each of whom had 10 sons, there is the following list of the sons of the first 8 queens. By Rukmini, Krishna had 10 sons: Pradyumna, Charudeshna, Sudeshna, Charudeha, Trisharu, Charugupta, Bhadracharu, Charuchandra, Vicharu, and Charu. None of them were inferior in their qualities to their divine father, Lord Krishna. Similarly, Satyabhama had 10 sons, and their names were as follows: Banu, Subhanu, Swarbhanu, Prabhanu, Bhanuman, Chandramanu, Brihadbhanu, Atibhanu, Sribhanu, and Pratibhanu. Next queen, Jambavati, had 10 sons, headed by Shamba. Their names are as follows: Shamba, Sumitra, Purujit, Satyajit, Sahasrajit, Vijaya, Chitraketu, Pashuman, Dravida, and Kratu. Lord Krishna was specifically very affectionate to the sons of Jambavati. By his wife Satya, the daughter of King Nagnajit, Lord Krishna had 10 sons. They were as follows: Veera, Chandra, Ashwasena, Chitragu, Vegavan, Visha, Hama, Shanku, Vasu, and Kunti. Amongst all of them, Kunti was very powerful. Krishna had 10 sons by Kalindi, and they are as follows: Shruta, Kavi, Prisha, Veera, Subhahu, Bhadra, Shanti, Darsha, Purnamasa, and the youngest Somaka. For his next wife, Lakshmana, the daughter of the king of Madras province, he begot 10 sons of the names Pragosha, Gatravan, Simha, Balaprabala, Urt, Urt, Urtvaga, Mahashakti, Saha, Oja, Aparajita. Similarly, his next wife, Mitravinda, had 10 sons. They are as follows: Vrika, Harsha, Anila, Kridara, Vardhana, Annada, Mahamsa, Pavana, Vahini, and Shruti. His next wife, Bhadra, had 10 sons of the names Shangram, Shangramajit, Brihatsena, Sura, Praharana, Arijit, Jaya, Shubhadra, Vama, Ayu, and Satyaka. Besides these 8 chief queens, Krishna had 16,100 wives, 100 other wives, and all of them had 10 sons each. Wow. The eldest son of Rukmini, Pradyumna, was married with Mayavati from his very birth, and afterwards he was again married with Rukmavati, the daughter of his maternal uncle Rukmi. From this Rukmavati, Pradyumna had a son named Aniruddha. In this way, Krishna's family, Krishna and his wives, come along with their sons and their grandsons and even great grandsons, all combined together to include very nearly 1 billion family members. Haribol. Rukmi, the elder brother of Krishna's first wife, Rukmini was greatly harassed and insulted with Krishna, in his fight with Krishna. But on the request of Rukmini, his life was saved. Since then, Rukmini had held a great grudge against Krishna and was always inimical toward him. Nevertheless, his daughter was married with Krishna's son, and his granddaughter was married with Krishna's grandson, Aniruddha. This fact appeared to be a little astonishing to Maharaja Parikshit when he heard it from Sukadeva Goswami. I am surprised that Rukmini and Krishna, who were so greatly inimical to one another, could again be united by marital relationships between their descendants. Parikshit Maharaj was curious about the history of this incident and therefore he inquired further from Sukadeva Goswami. Because, because Sukadeva Goswami was a practical yogi, nothing was hidden from his power of insight. A perfect yogi like Sukadeva Goswami can see past, present, and future in all details. Therefore, from such yogis or mystics, there can be nothing concealed. When Parikshit Maharaja inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, Sukadeva Goswami answered as follows. Pratyumna, the eldest son of Krishna, born of Rukmini, was Cupid himself. He was so beautiful and attractive that the daughter of Rukmi, namely Rukmavati, could not select any husband other than Pradyumna during their Swayamvara. Therefore, in that selection meeting, she galanted Pradyumna in the presence of all the princes. When there was a fight among the princes, Pradyumna came out victorious, and therefore Rukmini was obliged to offer his beautiful daughter to him. Although a far-off enmity was always blazing in the heart of Rukmini because of his being insulted by Krishna's kidnapping of his sister Rukmini, when his daughter selected Pradyumna as her husband, Rukmini could not resist consenting to the marriage ceremony just to please his sister Rukmini. And so Pradyumna became the nephew of Rukmini. Besides the 10 sons described above, Rukmini had one beautiful daughter with big eyes, and she was married to the son of Kritavarma, whose name was Bali. Hmm. Haribol. Prabhu, I have to leave, Prabhu. Thank you for your association.
Oh, thank you so much,
Panchakalpatarubhesha
Prabhu.
Kripasanidhi Vishwavaditam Bhavani Vaishnavi Namo Namah.
Kripa Sindhu Pyavasha Paditanam Pavane Vaishnavi Namo Namaha. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhu. Very good.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Lebohang Prabhu and
Krishna.
Vatarbu. Dandar Param, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Haribol, who will read? Vivek Prabhu, Lebohang Prabhu, or Butterball Prabhu?
I can read, Prabhu.
Haribol. Yes, thank you.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Although Rukmini was a veritable enemy of Krishna, he had great affection. 1 minute, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Thanks. Yeah, he had a great affection for his sister Rukmini, and he wanted to please her in all aspects. On this account, when Rukmini's grandson Niruddha was to be married, Rukmini offered his granddaughter Rochana to Niruddha. Such marriage between immediate cousins is not very much sanctioned by the Vedic culture. But in order to please Rukmini offered his daughter and granddaughter to the son and grandson of Krishna. In this way, when the negotiation of the marriage of Aniruddha with Rochana was complete. A big marriage party accompanied Aniruddha and started from Dwarka. They traveled until they reached Bojaka, Boja, Bojataka, which Rukmi had colonized. Sorry, Prabhu. Colonized after his sister and had been kidnapped by Krishna. This marriage party was led by the grandfather, namely Lord Krishna, accompanied by Lord Brahma as well as Lord Krishna's first wife Rukmini, his sons Pradyumna, Jambavati's son Sambha, and many other relatives and families members. They reached the town of Bojataka, and the marriage ceremony was peacefully performed. The king of Kalinga was a friend of Rukmi's, and he gave him the ill advice to play with Balarama, and those defeat him in a bit. Among its Kshatriyas kings, beating and beating and beating and gambling in chess was not uncommon. If someone challenged a friend to play on the chessboard, the friend could not deny the challenge. Balaramji was not a very expert chess player, and this was known to the king of Kalinga. So Rukmi was advised to retaliate against the family members of Krishna by challenging Balaram to play chess. Although not a very expert chess player, Sri Balaramji was very enthusiastic in sporting activities. He accepted the challenge of Rukmi and sat down to play. Beating was with gold coins, and Balarama first of all challenged with 100 coins, then 1,000 coins, then 10,000 coins. Each time Balarama lost, and Rukmi became victorious. Sri Balaram's losing the game was an opportunity for the king of Kalinga to criticize Krishna and Balarama. Thus, the king of Kalinga was talking jokingly and purposefully showing his feet to Balaram, because Balaram was the loser in the game. He was a little intolerant of the sarcastic, joking words. He became a little agitated, and when Rukmi again challenged Balarama, he had a bit of 100,000 golden coins. Unfortunately, this time Balaram won. Although Balaram ji had won, Rukmi, out of his cunningness, began to claim that Balaram was the loser and that he himself had won. Because of this lie, Balaram ji became most angry with Rukmi. His agitation was so sudden and great that he appeared like a tidal wave in the ocean on a full moon day. Balaram's Ices are naturally reddish, and when he became agitated and angry, his ices became more reddish. This time he challenged and made a bit of a bit bet of a 100 million coins. Again, Balram was the winner according to the rules of chess, but Rukmi again cunningly began to claim that he had won. Rukmi appealed to the prince present.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay, no problem.
So first did Balaram lose, and then what happened?
Then again, Balram Balram was so agitated, and then he bet the coins like 100 coins. Then Balramji won. Then Rukmi is cunningly telling that you lost
Oh,
five games, and you won the big game. So Balramji again agitated, and again he bet again 100,000 coins, and then again Balramji win. And then uh, Balramji again agitated. Uh, Balramji again agitated. Balramji was win, and then Rukmi again cunningly said that I won.
Yes,
So this verse is it's not satisfied to Balram,
yes,
and I will continue.
Prabhu.
Rukmi appealed to the princess present, and he especially mentioned the name of King of Kalinga. At that time, there was a voice from the hair during the dispute, and it announced that for all honest purpose, Balram, the actual winner of this game, sorry, of this game, was being abused, and that the statement of Rukmi that he had won was absolutely false. And also, in spite of in spite of this divine voice, Rukmi instead did that Balram had lost, and by his pre, persistence, it appeared that death. He had death upon his head. Falsely puffed up by the ill advice of his friend, he did not give much importance to the uh, oral, ara, oral. Sorry, what? How it spells too? Oral. Sorry, oral.
Is
Sorry,
it maybe
what is it?
Oracle?
Okay, Oracle. And he began to criticize Balramji. He said, "My dear Balramji, you two brothers, coward boys, only may be a very expert in tending cows, but how can you be expert in playing chess and or shooting arrows on the battlefield? Uh, these arts are well known only to the princely order." Hearing this kind of pinching talked by Rukmi, and hearing the loud laughter of all the other princes present there, Lord Balaram became as agitated as burning cinders. He immediately took a club in his hand and, without any further talk, struck Rukmi on the head. From that one below, Rukmi fell down immediately and was dead and gone. Thus, Rukmi was killed by Balarama on the auspicious occasion of Aniruddha's marriage. These things are not very uncommon in Kshatriya society, and the king of Kalinga, being afraid that he would be the next to be attacked, failed from the scene before he could escape even a few steps. However, Balaramji immediately captured him, and because the king was always showing his teeth while criticizing Balarama, and Krishna broke all his teeth with his club. The other princes who were supporting the king of Kalinga and Rukmini were also captured, and Balaram bite them with his club, breaking their legs and hands. They did not try to retaliate, but through it wise to run away from the bloody scene. What is this scene? During this strife between Balram and Rukmi, Lord Krishna did not utter a word, for he knew that if he supported Balarama, Rukmini could be unhappy, and if he said that the killing of Rukmi was unjust, then Balarama could be unhappy. Therefore, Lord Krishna was silent on the death of his brother-in-law Rukmi on the occasion of his grandsons were ceremoniously seated on the chariot, and they started. Oh, sorry, okay, I missed one line now. Balaram or with Rukmi. After this, the bride and the bridegroom, bridegroom, bridegroom were ceremoniously seated on the chariot, and they started for Dwarka, accompanied by the bridegroom's party. The bridegroom's party was always protected by Lord Krishna, the killer of the Madhu demon. Those they felt Rukmi's kingdom, Bojakataka. Bhoja, Kata, and happily started for Dwarka. Those ends the Bhakti Vedanta, purport of the second volume, sixth chapter of Krishna, the genealogical table of the family of Krishna. Haribo.
Haribo.
Yo, Prabhu, I was watching Mahabharata. Yo,
Prabhu, every day you're watching Mahabharata.
yo, Prabhu, I was at that point where you still sold everything, even the Pandavas. Yo, I
Yes.
was angry for a moment. Usually I read, like I make sure I finish reading, to fill in for sadhana, and then the hours that left, like while I still wait for the reading session, I just watch a few episodes.
Haribo. Yes, Prabhu.
Haribo.
Prabhu, can you start the next chapter? Oh, Hare Krishna, Luvesh Prabhu, Dandar Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Luis Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Missed the chapter where Balaram won 100 million coins and then that person cheated him, Rukmi cheated him, and then Balaram beat him with the club.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
Prabhu.
But did he beat others? Yes.
Kalinga.
Yeah. Oh, the
Big.
Kalinga king gave the advice to play with Balaram.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Kalinga gave. So, he was also laughing when Balramji lost the game.
Yes, Prabhu.
And he broke all the teeth of Kalinga with his club.
Oh, yes, because he was showing his. Oh, what did they say? My dear Balaramji, you two brothers, cowherd boys only, may be very expert in tending cows, but how can you be expert in playing chess or shooting arrows on the battlefield? These arts are well known only to a princely order. Said like this. Garibo, who will start the next chapter?
Should I start, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
The meeting of Aniruddha and USA. Is it USA? USA or USA? Usha. Oh, which caused a great fight between Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. It's very mysterious and interesting. Maharaj Parikshit was anxious to hear the whole story from Sukadev Goswami, and then Sukadev narrated it. My dear king, you must have heard the name of King Bali. He was a great devotee who gave away in charity all that he had, namely the the whole world to Lord Vamana, the incarnations of Vishnu as a dwarf Brahmana. King Bali had 100 sons, and the eldest of all of them was Banasura. This great hero, Banasura, born of Maharaj Bali, was a great devotee of Lord Shiva and was always ready to render service unto him. Because of his devotion, he achieved a great position in society and he was honored in every respect. Actually, he was very intelligent and liberal. Also, and his activities are all praiseworthy because he never deviated from his promise. Yes, you can go down, Prabhu. His promise and word of honor. He was very truthful and fixed in his vow. In those days, he was ruling over the city of Sonitapura by the grace of Lord Shiva. Banasura had 1,000 hands, and he became so powerful that even demigods like King Indra were serving him as most obedient servants. Long ago, when Lord Shiva was dancing in his celebrated fashion called Tandava, Nidria. Yandava Nidria. Nidya, is it Nidria? Yeah. For which he is known as Nataraja. Banasura helped Lord Shiva in his dancing by rhythmically beating drums with his 1,000 hands. Lord Shiva is well known as Asutosha. Is it Sha? Asutosha. Very easily pleased, and he is also very affectionate to his devotees. He is a great protector for presence who take shelter of him and is the master of all living entities in this material world. Being pleased with Banasura, he said, whatever you desire, you can have from me because I am very much pleased with you. Banasura replied, my dear Lord, if you please, you can remain in my city just to protect me from the hands of my enemies. Once upon a time, Banasura came to offer his respects to Lord Shiva. By by touching the lotus feet of Lord Shiva with his helmet, which was shining like the sun globe, he offered his obeisances unto him. While offering his respectful obeisances, Banasura said, my dear Lord, anyone who has not fulfilled his ambitions will be able to do so by taking shelter of your lotus feet, which are just like desired trees. One can take from them anything he desires. Do with them. Please pardon me, but it appears that I cannot use them properly in fighting. I cannot find anyone competent to fight with me except your lordship. The original father of the material world. Sometimes I feel a great tendency to fight with my arms, and I go out to find a subtle warrior. Unfortunately, everyone is it flees, flies, it cannot be flies, flees. Everyone flees. Knowing my extraordinary power, being baffled at not finding a match, I simply satisfy the itching of my arms by beating them against the mountains. in this way, I tear many great mountains to pieces. Lord Shiva realized that his benediction had become troublesome for Banasura and addressed him. You rascal, you are very eager to fight, but since you have no one to fight with, you are distressed. Although you think that there is no one in the world to oppose you except me, I say that you will eventually find such a competent person. At that time, your days will come to an end and your flags of victory will no longer fly. Then you will see your false prestige smashed to pieces. Mm. After hearing Lord Shiva's statement, Banasura became very puffed up with his power. He was elated with that he was elated that he would meet someone who would be able to smash him to pieces. Banasura then returned home with great pleasure, and he always waited for the day when this suitable fighter would come to cut down his strength. He was such a foolish demon. It appears that foolish, demoniac human beings, when unnecessarily overpowered with material opulences, want to exhibit these opulences, and such foolish people feel satisfaction when these opulences are exhausted. The idea is that they do not know how to expend their energy for right causes. Being unaware of the benefit of Krishna consciousness. Actually, there are two classes of men. One is Krishna conscious, the other is non-Krishna conscious. The non-Krishna conscious men are generally devoted to the demigods, whereas the Krishna conscious men are devoted to the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna conscious Krishna conscious persons utilize everything for the service of the Lord. The non-Krishna conscious persons utilize everything for the sense gratification. And Banasura is a perfect example of such a person. He was very anxious to utilize for his own satisfaction his extraordinary power to fight, not finding any combatant. He struck his powerful hands against the mountains, breaking them into pieces. In contrast to this, Arjuna also po- what possessed extraordinary powers for fighting, but he utilizes them only for Krishna. Banasura had a
Yes,
very
Guru.
beautiful
Like I have to
Hare
leave.
Krishna.
Thanks so much for your association.
Hey Krishna, thank you so much
I
for
will
being our
read
association.
it. Like I will read it tomorrow. Like tomorrow, and I can continue with next chapter with you.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Lord.
Thank you so much,
What
bro.
about Prabhu? Pranjal Prabhu, ne?
Oh, you mean waterball, Prabhu?
Yes, it's Pranjal Prabhu.
Oh, he's eating these panipuris, I think.
No. Banasura had a very beautiful wife. Uh-uh. Banasura had a very beautiful daughter whose name was Usha. When she had attained the age of marriage and was sleeping amongst her many girl friends, she dreamt one night that Aniruddha, Aniruddha was by her side and that she was enjoying a conjugal relationship with him. Although she had never actually seen him nor heard of him before, she woke from her dream exclaiming very loudly, "My dear beloved, where are you?" Being exposed to her other friends in this way, she became a little bit ashamed. One of Usha's girl's friends was Chitralekha, Chitralekha, who was the daughter of Banasura Prime Minister. Chitralekha and Usha were intimate friends, and out of great curiosity, Chitralekha asked, my dear beautiful princess, as of you yet, you are not married to any young boy, nor have you seen any boys until now. So I am surprised that you are exclaiming like this. Who are you searching after? Who is your suitable match? On hearing Chitraleka inquiries, Usha replied, "My dear friend, in my in my dream I saw a nice young man who is very beautiful. His complexion is swarthy. His eyes are just like lotus petals, and he is dressed in yellow garments. His arms are very long, and his general body features are so pleasing that any young girl would be attracted. I feel much pride in saying that this beautiful young man was kissing me, and I was very much enjoying the nectar of his kissing. I am sorry to inform you that just after this he disappeared, and I have been thrown into the whirlpool of disappointment. My dear friends, I am very anxious to find the wonderful young man, the desired lord of my heart." After hearing Usha's word, Chitraleka, Chitraleka immediately replied, "I can understand your bereavement. Is it bereavement? Bereavement. And I assure you that if this boy is within these three worlds, the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems, I must find him for your satisfaction. If you can identify him from your dream, I shall bring you peace of mind. Now, let me draw some pictures for you to inspect. And as soon as you find the picture of your desired husband, let me know. It does not matter where he is. I know the art of bringing him here. So as soon as you identify him, I shall immediately arrange for it. Chitraleka, while talking, began to Chitraleka, while talking, began to draw many pictures of the demigods inhabiting the higher planetary system. Then pictures of the Gandharvas, is it Gandharvas? Is it Gandharvas? Siddhas, Charanas, Panagas, Daityas, Vidyaharasa, and Yakshas. Is it Yakshas? As well as many human beings. The statements of Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vedic literatures prove definitely that on each and every planet there are living entities of different varieties. Therefore, it is foolish to assert that they are not living entities, but those on this earth. Chitraleka painted many pictures. Among those of human beings was the Vrishni. Vrishni, what? I did not see the last one, Prabhu. Oh, Vrishni dynasty. Yes, including Vasudev, the father of Krishna, Surasena, the grandfather of Krishna, Sri Balaramji, Lord Krishna, and many others. When Usha saw the pictures of Pradumnya, She became a little bashful, but when she saw the pictures of Aniruddha, she became so bashful that she immediately lowered her head and smiled. Having found the man she was seeking, she identified the picture to Chitralega as that of the man who has stolen her heart. Chitralega was a great mystic yogini, and as soon as Usha identified the picture, although neither of them had ever seen him nor knew his name, Chitralega could immediately understand that the picture was of Aniruddha and grandson of Krishna. That very night, she traveled in outer space and traveled out of outer space and within a very short time reached the city of Dwarka, which was well protected by Krishna. She entered the palace and found Aniruddha sleeping in his bedroom on a very opulent bed. Chitraleka, by her mystic power, immediately brought Aniruddha in that sleeping condition to the city of Sonitapura, so that Usha might see her desired husband. Usha immediately bloomed in happiness and began to enjoy the company of Aniruddha with great satisfaction. The palace in which Usha and Chitraleka lived was so well fortified that it was impossible for any male to either enter or see inside. Usha and Anuruddha lived together in the palace, and day after day, the love of Usha the love of Usha for Aniruddha grew four times upon four times upon four times. Usha pleased Anuruddha with her valuable dress, flowers, garlands, scents, and incense. By his by his bedside, sitting place were other paraphernalia for residential purposes. Nice drinks such as milk and sherbet, is it sherbet, and nice eatables which could be chewed or swallowed. Above all, she pleased him with sweet words and very obliging service. Aniruddha was worshipped by Usha as if he were the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By her excellent service, Usha made Aniruddha forget all other things and was able to draw his attention and love upon her without deviation in such an atmosphere of love and you can go down, Prabhu. Love and service. Aniruddha practically forgot himself and could not recall how many days he had been away from his real home. In due course of time, Usha exhibited some bodily symptoms by which it could be understood that she was having intercourse with a male friend. Yes, you can go down, Prabhu. The symptoms the symptoms were so prominent that her actions could no longer be concealed from anyone. Usha was always cheerful in the association of Aniruddha, but she did not know the bounds of her satisfaction. The housekeeper and the watchman of the palace could guess very easily that she was having relations with a male friend, and without waiting for further development, all of them informed their master Banasura in Vedic culture, an unmarried girl having association with a male in the greatest, yeah, Prabhu, you can greatest disgrace to the family, and to the caretaker cautiously informed his master that Usha was developing symptoms indicating a disgraceful association. Yeah, Prabhu, someone can continue, Prabhu. Just have to do something.
Prabhu, thank you so much, Prabhu.
Who's Samusa Swami now? And
Oh,
what about Prabhu? I think it's two Prajals here.
I think Samosa Swami can go next.
So
Oh,
the
Pranjal
servants,
is no, he likes
the
eyes.
servants, no, no, I'm Samosa Swami.
Milk Prabhu, he took.
Oh, it's the best.
No, yeah, it's me.
Haribol.
So the servants informed their master that they were not at all neglectful in guarding the house, being alert day and night against any young man who might enter. They were so careful that a male could not even see what was going on there, and so they were surprised that she had become contaminated. Since they could not trace out the reason for it, they submitted the whole situation before their master. Banasur was shocked to understand that his daughter Usha was no longer a virgin maiden. This weighed heavily on his heart, and without delay he rushed towards the palace where Usha was living. There he saw that Usha and Anirudh were sitting together and talking. Usha and Anirudh looked very beautiful together, Anirudh being the son of Pradyumna who was Cupid himself. Banasur saw his daughter and Anirudh as a suitable match, yet for family prestige he did not like the combination at all. Banasur could not understand who the boy actually was. He appreciated the fact that Usha was could not have selected anyone in the three worlds more beautiful. Anirudh's complexion was brilliant and swarthy. He was dressed in yellow garments and had eyes just like lotus petals. His arms were very long and he had nice curling bluish hair. The glaring rays of his glittering earrings and the beautiful smile on his lips were certainly captivating. Still, Banasur was very angry. When Banasur saw him, Anirudh was engaged in playing with Usha. Anirudh was nicely dressed and Usha had garlanded him with various beautiful flowers. The reddish kumkum powder put on the breasts of women was spotted and here and there on the garland, indicating that Usha had embraced him. Banasur was struck with wonder that even in his presence, Anirudh was peacefully sitting in front of Usha. Anirudh knew, however, that his would-be father-in-law was not at all pleased and that he was gathering many soldiers in the palace to attack him. Thus, not finding any other weapon, Anirudh took hold of a big iron rod and stood up before Banasur and his soldiers. He firmly took a posture indicating that if he were attacked, he would strike all of the soldiers down to the ground with the iron rod. Banasur and his company of soldiers saw that the boy was standing before them just like the superintendent of death with his invincible rod. Now, under the order of Banasur, the soldiers from all sides attempted to capture and arrest him. When they dared to come before him, Anirudh struck them with the rod, breaking their hands, legs, arms, and thighs, and one after another they began to fall to the ground. He killed them just as the leader of a flock of hawks kills barking dogs, one after another. In this way, Anirudh was able to escape the palace. Banasur knew various arts of fighting, and by the grace of Lord Shiv, he knew how to arrest his opposing enemy by the use of a Nagapash, snake news. And so Anirudh was seized as he came out of the palace. When Osha received the news that her father had arrested Anirudh, she became overwhelmed with grief and confusion. Tears began to glide down her eyes, and being unable to check herself, she began to cry very loudly. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport of the second volume, seventh chapter of Krishna, the meeting of Usha and Anirudh.
Oh, Haribo. So what will happen to Aniruddha? Next one is gonna be fight with Banasura. Banasura.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Jai Prabhu, please accept my humble
Hare Krishna,
obeisances.
Jai Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Haribo.
Bo, oh,
Was
Haribo.
the Q&A
You're
session today?
looking really bright face today, Prabhu.
Yes,
Haribo,
Prabhu.
Haribo.
I don't have my mlecha mode anymore, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, now you're shining.
Krishna.
Oh, oh. Did you go out today?
No, Prabhu. Today I did how we call that? When you sell online, you have to tip the text and everything. So I did that for the last magazine.
Ah, yes, Prabhu.
And at the present moment, I'm preparing to send the last boxes to Reunion Island. So I have to fill things online. And
Yes, Prabhu.
I did other things, but this is top secret.
Okay, okay.
Yeah? See what I mean?
Prabhu. Did you do some video editing?
Oh, you mean for the book distribution?
Yes, Prabhu. Have you started any video editing about that?
We have to speak about it tomorrow with Nimanitai Prabhu.
Ah, yes, Prabhu. Okay. That's very nice.
He wants to do, I want to do, so we have to partake. What he does, what I do.
Yes, Prabhu. That's right.
And normally I go out in 2 days, book distribution. Tomorrow will be busy day, sending some boxes, and I have to do. Oh, today I ordered books also from the
Oh,
BBT. I
how many?
missed Isopanishad and Upadeshamrita. My stock is low, so I had to buy. And also I received 10 Vaishnav songs, French ones.
Oh,
I had to go and take them. It is very nice.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that sounds really nice. Haribo.
And also shaving myself, it takes 5 hours, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
I lose 10 kilos each time, so it takes time to take off 10 kilos.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, you have the genes that it grows really fast also.
Yes, this is Lebanese. This is
Yes,
my.
Prabhu. And it's also really usually thick. It's not like because here Finnish persons they don't get any beard actually. They have like few hair.
You know, there are some people. I wonder if it can be devotional. Some people they do some laser, so that no more hair grow. I'm
Mm.
like, how much time I would save if I do this? No
Yes,
more shaving. Can you imagine?
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that would be nice.
Who is this waterball Prabhu?
Butterball Prabhu, reveal yourself.
Is this Milk Prabhu with another name or what?
Yes, Prabhu. He evolves. When he finds something nice, he takes that form.
I'm pretty sure I have seen a manga or anime like that.
Yes, Prabhu. Oh, what is this?
Suppose, oh wow.
There is product distribution going on also in reading session.
Hmm, I will.
Okay, so tomorrow we continue from Lord Krishna fights with Panasura.
Crunching, crunching Maya. What is this? Okay, Prabhu. I missed the whole reading session. But thank you for association.
Thank you so much for association, Prabhu. We have also Sikastakam left.
I will.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. I'm waiting for the news of the videos and what will happen.
Actually, in 2 days, I will record a session in the town I live, and I could not record myself, like a mlecha. I
Yes.
have to be nice looking.
Yeah, and I heard we have now also 3 minute shorts, so we can make also longer shorts with the book distribution. There is many videos
Wow.
that you can do.
Mm. Yeah, actually, as this camera, it
Uh,
automatically it can change horizontal video as a short,
oh,
and
really?
he will understand what to show from, not that some random things is shown. Automatically, it will move the angle
Mm.
so that only the person is recorded, so it can be done also.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, this is really nice actually. I'm waiting to see the footage that comes.
And Prabhu, I am waiting for your card distribution, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, I'll start soon. Now it's been really
Mm.
horrible weather to go outside, so I haven't been out much.
Wow. Nimanita Prabhu. Oh, no, 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 no. No, when it is cold, he said airport can be nice, but I'm not sure it is legal now.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, and any inside places, but there we need to be quick. We cannot stay in one place too long because there is the security guards.
I think metro, this is how you call underground metro. It can be very nice. I tried sometimes. You only have people passing in front of your eyes and they are busy. So you say, I do real quick. Boom, 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 boom. And it was
Yes.
very nice to do that.
Yeah, we have only in the capital city, but yeah, metro is a nice idea because it's warm.
Yes, yes, Prabhu, exactly. And people, they are accustomed to see people approaching them.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
you are nice looking. You don't look like a drug addict. So it will change. Like, oh, like, who is this guy from Heavenly Planet approaching me?
Yes, Prabhu. So, Luvesh Prabhu, what do you have like? Did you get snow?
Yes, it's snowing, and at the same time, it's windy. So it's very nice weather.
Hmm.
Hmm. What are some other nice names? What is this? Hmm. Chapati Conqueror, Mango Milkshake Maharaj. Kachori King.
Yeah, today Madhav Prabhu sent some confusing message and I didn't understand what that is.
Is it Madhav Prabhu or Manu Prabhu? Because that is the confusion.
So Madhav Prabhu sent that message and no one understood what it is.
Oh, okay.
Then Manu Prabhu deleted the message because we didn't know what it is. But yeah, then he was confused. But yeah, I don't know what is going on with Madhav Prabhu. The message was really confusing. And then Manu resent the message. I was thinking why he sent it again.
Ah,
Because the message
okay.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that is interesting.
There was
Something is
like
up.
yeah, I don't know what that was actually. He had made some he had made some videos on Instagram where there was some compilation of different ISKM devotees. So
Yeah.
I was thinking what kind of hacker would make this like I didn't understand what kind of hack
Manu Prabhu sent again another Instagram link in the group.
what is he?
Yes, it's 5:21,
Yes,
just like a couple minutes ago. Yeah. Do we click on it?
yeah, this was it is his normal Instagram, so that's why it was really confusing. I'm thinking why he sent that message. It seems like someone like I don't know what that is. That's
Oh
really
yeah, this is but it's in German.
yes, Prabhu. This is
Uh,
his Instagram page.
This is Manu Prabhu's
Usually never
Instagram.
writes anything in the group. He was in
Oh,
Pondicherry like 6 months or 8 months. That's how but he was never active in the group. And he returned to Germany and sometimes he joins Sister Ghosties. But now he sent suddenly that long message and all those links. So I was also confused, like, what is this?
hmm.
Right.
Maybe
Also, Prabhu today. Oh, sorry.
yes, Prabhu, you can say.
No, I just wanted to say that in few days there will be an announcement on the ISKM Inspiration Group that a new group will be dedicated only to Sankirtan. And only devotees who have distributed at least one book in their life, they will be in the group. And it will be nice because there will be only scores, devotees, they will only post on this group. And then during
Yes,
Mangal Arati in the temples, not that they have to scroll 40 message to
yeah.
see.
Yeah, this is a good
They will,
idea. Have separate group.
so it will be done in a few days. So you will be here, Luesh Prabhu and Sami Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Next week I'm getting the books also. Monday, I think.
Revolve.
And actually, there are only 10 distributors this month, and Luesh Prabhu is one of them. Only 10. But there was also in Singapore, but they just wrote a total number. No one knows who distributed what.
Um,
Oh, someone sent the 200 rupees in YouTube. That's weird.
A donation through YouTube, is that
Yes,
possible?
Prabhu. Yeah, I got like message that you got to that someone sent.
Wow.
He said Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandat Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada. It was Sundar Gopal Prabhu's some lecture. But I don't know where these monies go actually. I never yeah, this is the most confusing. I've always thought like what is going on with the youth? Where it is even going? Who can take it off and
Hmm.
there is always been some number and I've been always confused what it means. See where here. Oh, what is this? Hmm. Yeah, here is nothing now. Why?
Yeah, Prabhu, I think I will leave you here.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, I cannot find it now.
Hare Krishna,
And
the
the-
devotees.
Thank you so much
Haribo.
Prabhu, for association. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Haribo. Crunching Maya. I came to remember this, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Very well, thank you, bro. Very well.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. Oh, even Pranjal Prabhu left. That's rare. Oh, who's this?
I think that's my uncle,
Oh, Hare
Chacha.
Krishna Vishal Prabhu Dandat Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
I don't know if it's him, bro. Maybe it's not him. I don't know.
Yes,
I'll
Prabhu.
have to get as well. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Hmm.
Kirachanti. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamaha davagninirvapanam shreyah kairavachandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamridasvadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पिता नियमितः स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशमिहा जनिनानुरागः
त्रिनादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीया सदा हरि
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये ममाजन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद्भक्तरहेतुकी त्वयि
ऐनन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतितां मां विषमे भवां बुधौ कृपा तव पादपङ्कजस्थितधूलिसदृशं विचिन्तया
नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदहृदया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं वपुः कदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति
युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्राविर्ष्यायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे
आश्लिष्य वापादरतां पिनष्टमाम् अदर्शनान् मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः
Ribu.
हरि
360
बोल
guy.
हरि बोल
There is
जय
some weird thing came to the group.
Oh, the name is called Madhva Krishna. That is what his name is, and on Telegram at least. Madhva Krishna.
Oh yes, Prabhu. Let's see what he will say.
Oh, subscribe to my channel. I don't know who he is, although he looks like a Krishna devotee only. I'm not sure if. Just hodgepodge.
No, I just deleted.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
क्यों नहीं उठी अभी तक माय गॉड पूरे दोनों विंडोज खुले हुए हैं उठो
I don't know.
और 6 हो गई है
Yeah, I think the settings need to be changed.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think the setting needs to be that not everyone can send links.
Links. Oh, yeah. Is that possible?
Yeah. Now we can do it one by one, but you can also change it that the whole group cannot send the links.
Hmm. Hare Krishna Srikant Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All those who
Krishna,
perform
Srikant
the
Prabhu,
role.
Dandat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Naveen Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Ami Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Oh, yeah, I took the links off. Should I take videos and photos off or no, maybe I will delete them.
Let me actually just send him the group rules. I don't know because he's new, I think.
Yes.
Let's send the rules and let's see what he says after that. I'll send him the rules. I have them here. I'll welcome him first, and because in that message also the rules are there. So let's see what he says.
Yes, Prabhu. Let's start this. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. The Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
Can you share the other part of the screen, Prabhu? O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nand, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separation, some considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally.
Haribol, Sri Siksastakam ki jai.
Vibhor Jai.
Haribol, Sri Sastakim Jai.
One more Madhava. Is this from the Gaudiamat group?
I don't know, but let's see.
Where it is?
Mm. Reagoi Hei Siri Kutsun. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly.
Oh, I need to restart my computer.
Oh no.
I made an update. There was some update, and they tell me I need to restart it.
What about the 10 offenses, Prabhu?
Oh, yes, Prabhu, we forgot them. To blaspheme the devotees who had dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu.
To disobey the orders of the spiritual master.
Or consider him as an ordinary man.
Sorry, Prabhu, can you scroll down? Disobey the orders of spiritual master. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
That's the third one.
Next one,
What is the fourth one? To
blaspheme.
is it the scriptures?
Yes, yes.
Blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or
Scriptures.
scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version.
To consider the chanting of the holy names or the glories of the chanting of the holy names to be an imagination.
To
Yes.
give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord.
To consider, is this to consider chanting of Hare Krishna? No.
No, that I already did. This one.
That is already did for you.
And then I think Srikant Prabhu did.
But
Number
this is
6.
Karmakanda one. No.
No, Karmakand is I think the next after that one. After the next.
Are we at 7? Did you say already the interpretation?
I already said, Prabhu.
No.
Yes, Prabhu. So 7th one is commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name.
Now, then the 8th one is to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna to be one of the ritualistic activities, Karmakand section of the Vedas.
Yes, Prabhu.
To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
To not have faith in chanting and to maintain materialistic attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Pancha Kalpatarupyascha.
Panchakalarubhishya kripasidubhircha patitaram pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha.
Nanda Gaudiya Vaishnava Ki Jai, Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanand.
Vaishnavibhyo. Very bold.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Yes, sure.